how can you get started with a self-care routine? Well, first, you have to learn about your self-care needs. And it's important to remember that not the same self-care is going to be for everyone, right? What is self-care for one person will likely differ for someone else. And an important part is that what might be self-care for you today could change tomorrow, right? So your self-care needs are always changing. That's why it's important to regularly do a self-care assessment. And that's where you ask yourself, how are you doing? What do I need, right? So this is the first step to self-care. And for the self-care assessment, I highly recommend you write this down, get a piece of paper and a pen out. And you're first going to ask yourself, how am I doing? What am I needing? So this is when we first ask ourselves, we identify our needs. Maybe, I haven't been very physically active lately. I've been feeling lonely. I want to feel less lonely. I've been feeling really stressed. Or maybe I've been feeling bored. I want to feel more engaged. So this is where you do some self-reflection and you think about how are you doing? How are you feeling? What are you needing? So once you have the answers to that, then you'll ask yourself, what do you hope to achieve from your self-care? What's your goal from your self-care? Maybe you want to be a calmer person. Maybe you want to be more focused. Maybe you want to feel better, happier. Maybe you want to be more physically healthy. So what do you hope to achieve from your self-care? And then after that, you would ask yourself, what type of self-care do I want to work on and why? So out of those 5 types of self-care we discussed, such as physical, emotional, social, spiritual, mental, what type of self-care are you most want to work on and why? And then after you have the answers to all those questions, go ahead and figure out what activities will you enjoy. That's an important part of self-care is that you want to do something that you enjoy. If you are doing something you don't enjoy, it's really not going to feel like self-care. So go ahead and reflect on your answers for the rest of the assessment and then pick some activities that you enjoy and will address all of the things that you want to achieve and that you need. So maybe you want to start being creative, doing a creative activity Monday night. And maybe Tuesday mornings you're going to be getting outside, getting some nature time. So pick some activities that you enjoy after doing this self-care assessment. And then pick 1 or 2 and just put it on your to-do list that week. That's a great way to get started, is just picking 1 or 2 and putting it on your to-do list and giving it a try and see how it goes from there.